is to factor out the 2. So 2 over 4. So we actually get a half in the front. What does that make the period? The period is now 2 pi. Alright, 2 pi. Every time you see something in front of the x, please factor it out to get the proper period as well as proper phase shift. Phase shift is minus pi over 12. And vertical shift is 1. And it's got a reflection on the x-axis. Okay. You can also do it by the transformation mapping too, if you like. So x is times by 2, and then subtract by pi over 12, and y is minus y plus 1. So all the original points, you can use that to shift it, including the original asymptotes. Asymptotes only get affected by this one. So you know the original asymptotes are located at pi over 2 and minus pi over 2. Just apply this. What is that? Pi minus pi over 12. 11 pi over 12. Right, minus pi minus, that's minus. Yeah. Okay, so you can see they're a lot further apart than pi over 2 and minus pi over 2, and it's because of this half. So the most important features of the graph are the vertical shift. So 11 pi over 12, that's a little bit less than pi, right? And that's a little bit more than a minus pi. So let's say this is pi, and let's say this is minus pi. 11 pi over 12 is, let's say, here. Then minus 13 pi over 12 will be about there. The center is at exactly minus pi over 12, which is about there. And vertically we have 1. See, that's 1. That's the center. And when you move quarter point, you're going to go down once because of the reflection. This way, you're going to move up once, 2. That's enough to draw a picture, right? Label your axis. Okay. With all the asymptotes, it's going to be very confusing to know which one's the x and y axis. If you wanted to get the exact point of this, the original points, this point here, right, was at pi over 4 and 1. Again, you can just apply the transformation, right? So you double the x, pi over 2, and subtract pi over 12. And 1, you subtract by negative 1 and add 1, you get 0. 6, 5 pi over 12. That's that location. Okay, you can do the same thing for this one too. It's negative 1, right? Okay, so that's that location.